I have a cat. I like my cat. I don't even like all cats. I like my cat. I wrote a book for my cat. It's page after page of... I actually have a very telepathic bond with my cat. It's called ESP. My cat, this week, got diagnosed with cat leukemia. Can I get like one of those? Okay. From this side to around, like a conductor. Okay, now just the Irish people. Now the black people. They have a bigger heart than you honkies, I tell you. My cat is diagnosed with leukemia, and I asked my veterinarian, what are my options? And he says, well, we can put it down humanely for $7,000. And I don't have that kind of money. I don't have it. He says, well, what can I do? He goes, you can put it down yourself. So I did. I went over to Salo. Her name is Salo. And I got down on my knees and I looked her in the eyes and said, you're fat and you're stupid. The cat wanted a second opinion. So he said, you're ugly too. And I thought, putting down your cat, putting it down, it's a sad affair, very sad. And I was like, how do I do this? Do I drown it in the bathtub? That would be nice. Cats hate water. I don't need that kind of misery residue in my bathtub when I'm having a bubble bath. You can't think about dead cats during a bubble bath. If you're taking a bubble bath thinking about dead cats, you're weird. You have no business being my friend. Unless you like hanging out, eating pizza and stuff like that. Point is, I'm lonely. But I thought to myself, I'll kill this cat while it does something that it loves, so that its last days on Earth are pleasant. And cats love cat naps. I thought of my cat just taking a little nap or two at the edge of the bed, and I went up to the cat. And I'll pet its little tiny, you know how their noses get so wet? You know how their nose gets? I kissed its little wet nose, and I scratched its ears are flickering. It's doing this little tail thing. I mustered up the strength and emotional fortitude, and I picked up a pillow. And its little wet nose, it took in one last little gulp of air. And I laid the pillow down upon its little tiny pussycat face. And I used my body. Did you ever use your body, sir? I used my body, which has I've amassed a lot of weight in sandwiches. I used the bulk of my mass. And I laid on top of that pillow, on top of that little kitty cat's face. And I laid there and I monitored the passage of mortality with its flickering little tail. And when the tail stopped flickering, I picked the pillow back up and I looked at its little lifeless little pussycat face. And its once wet little nose began to dry. And I looked at it and it blinked. And it licked its little lips and its tail started flickering again. I had to do that 8 more times. 8 more times. That totally ruined my night. Wow. That went better than I thought. I was watching TV the other day. You ever see these things? There was a perfume commercial on TV. It's like a joke in itself. A perfume commercial on TV. Had like an ocean breeze, a lady dancing, There was pretty flowers in the air. It's a perfume commercial on TV, and I was enticed. This is good work. I leaned over to my television screen and I smelled it. And it smelled like stale cigarettes and cat piss. Like every other channel. My wife's having a baby. It's not mine. She's one of those mail order brides. She came that way. You get a good deal from Ukraine this time of year. It's a process, though. It's a price of headache. Ain't worth it. I got this mail order bride. They forgot to poke the holes in the box. It shows up on the porch. I'm lonely. I'm excited. I only get bills and hate mail. Yes, hate mail. And I wish Mom and Dad would just stop writing. There's this box. They forgot to poke the holes out. I'm lonely. I opened up the box, and there she is, my new bride, dead. But I'll give you the light at the end of that silver tunnel. She was still warm upon arrival. And then I got the pillow out. I had to do that 8 more times! Fucking Ukrainians. All right, here we go. You were promised music. This is a big deal for me here. I was very excited about this show. I shaved parts of my body tonight that aren't even relevant to this performance. I'm excited for you. You guys ever do karaoke?
Yeah.
I tried it once in high school, but I didn't inhale.